Are you looking for a Class C RV under 30 feet long? Well, stick around, folks. We found some awesome models. You're definitely going to want to check these out. Hey guys, Mike with RVBlogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And if you've seen us before on YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing us, welcome aboard. Susan and I make tons of videos all about RVing, and we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell when you do, so you'll be notified every single Sunday when Susan and I put out a brand new video. But without any further ado, let's get started on our reviews of Class C RVs under 30 feet long. This Class C RV is the East to West Entrada, model number 2700NS. It has a gross vehicle weight rating of 12,500 pounds, a gross combined weight rating of 18,500 pounds, a tow capacity of 7,500 pounds. It measures in at 29 feet, 11 inches long, and it can sleep up to 7 people. When you first walk into this Class C RV, on the right-hand side is where the driver's cab is located. Beyond that, we have our dinette and living area, which wraps back into the kitchen area. We have a mid-bath in this coach, and then behind me here is the owner's bedroom. Our first impression of this Class C RV is that it is nice and roomy in here, even though it doesn't have any slide outs, so it's perfect for beginners or people that don't want to have any maintenance issues with slide outs. You still get a good amount of space in here. Now, starting in the very front, up top here, you have a very spacious over cab area. This is a really good sized bed that's in here, and all you do is flip this little cushion over, and that baby pops right down into place. And now you've got a really nice bed up here, but the headroom is what's so impressive. I mean, it's pretty rare that you find a Class C RV with this much headroom in the over cab bunk. Now, the length on this is 80 inches, and the width on it is 60 inches. So you actually have a residential style queen size bed up here in the over cab. One other really nice feature is at the head of the bed, they have these little compartments here where you can store some clothes or games or put your phone up here or whatever. There's also a couple of cup holders, which is really great. There's also a window located on each side of the over cab and a couple of lights overhead as well, so you can get some cross breeze or watch, read a book at night and have some light up there. And also your TV is up here too. Now, this is great if you're laying in bed up here, but the TV also swings out, and then you can view the TV from the rest of the RV as well, especially here from the sofa area. Now, underneath of the owner's cab is where the driving cab is located. You'll notice this is on a Ford chassis. It's their E450 Super Duty truck chassis. And I sat in the front seat, and the front seat does go back as far as possible before it runs into the dinette. And my size, as you guys know, I'm like 5'11". I fit in that driver's seat very, very comfortably. I would say, maybe a guy up to 6'3" would fit pretty comfortably in here. If you're taller than that, it might be a little bit of a squeeze in the front seat for you. Now, just behind the driver's cab is where the dinette is located. The dinette in here can seat 4 people very, very easily. You'll notice above the dinette, we have a really nice sized window here, and then storage cabinets up above. You've also got some radio controls here, so you can play some music throughout your RV. This dinette itself, the table will drop down, and you can actually create another bed here. And so if you did that, this bed would be about 66 inches long by about 42 inches wide. So I would say a smaller sized adult, maybe 2 little kids, would be able to sleep here pretty easily. Now, as far as lights and receptacles go, there is a light at each side of the dinette under these cabinets, and there's also a USB ports and receptacles here, so if you're working on your computer, trip planning, what have you, you can plug in above and very easily be good to go. Now, down below each of the dinette booths, there is also storage there, and these big drawers pull out for tons of storage space. Now, directly across from the dinette is where the couch is located. Now, up top here, first of all, you'll notice that you've got 4 nice sized cabinets up top. It's really just one big cabinet behind the cabinet doors, but you can store a ton of stuff up there. There's also a couple of lights underneath of the cabinet, so if you're sitting on the couch and you want to read, you can turn on these lights individually. And there's a receptacle and USB ports here as well, so you can plug in all of your electronics. Good size window over top of the couch, which I love. You can open your windows over the dinette, over the couch, get a nice cross breeze in here. It's very nicely done. And then this couch actually is a jackknife sofa, so you can put that out. And if you did that, you know, you really only have, you know, 49 inches by, we'll call it 41 inches wide. So maybe one little kid or two, if they're really little, would be able to sleep on the sofa. So just beyond the dinette area and the sofa area, we're in the kitchen now. Now, this is sort of a L-shaped countertop in here, which is good because it gives you a lot of countertop space. Above it, though, you've got these two really nice sized cabinets, which is really one giant cabinet up here for tons of storage. Below that, you have your hood and your light. You've also got a nice big window here over top of the counter area. And then you have a light here as well as a receptacle and even more USB ports. So if you've got your toaster and coffee pot, you want to plug all those in, you just plug them in up here, and you have plenty of countertop space because it's an L-shaped counter in here. This also has a really good size single bowl sink, along with a really pretty faucet that is also a sprayer. Now you guys will notice that there's a little bit of antifreeze on the countertop here. We're at a dealership, and you know, they ship them out with antifreeze in them so they don't freeze, and a little bit of it leaked, but it won't stain and it's not toxic or anything like that. It's just something you see in RVs every now and then. Nothing is wrong. Over top here, we've got a 3-burner propane stove here, which is fantastic. And then your glass lid just acts as your backsplash as well. Down below that, we have a convection oven, which acts as a microwave or a regular oven, so it's a great space saver. And then finally, as we wrap around underneath the kitchen sink, there's additional storage there as well. Now, off to my right-hand side is where the refrigerator is located. And up top, it has a massive freezer. This is really great. And I'm going to stand here for a minute and enjoy this because it's nice and cold and frosty, and we're in Florida and it's hot today, and the cold air feels nice. Anyway, moving on with the tour. Down below that, you've got a great size refrigerator in here with adjustable shelves, plenty of room for all your cold storage. And there's a nice big flat drawer under here for cookie sheets and things like that. So you can be well equipped for cooking in your kitchen. Now, just to my right, there's also a pantry cabinet here that you can use to stow away all of your dry goods. So here I am all the way in the back of this Class C RV, and this is where the owner's bedroom is located. You'll notice you've got cabinetry all the way around the head of the bed. On the right-hand side, you have a mirrored cabinet door, which also serves as a wardrobe closet, so you can hang your garments in there. Nice deep drawer below that. Above the bed, we have one big open cabinet area behind these 4 doors for tons and tons of storage. And then you've got a whole bank of drawers here for even more storage. Now, underneath of these cabinets, you'll notice that there's a light on each side, and these are individually operated, so you can lay in bed and read a book or what have you. Another really nice feature in here is that you've got windows on all 3 sides of the bedroom, so you can open these up, get a nice cross breeze in here, and enjoy all of that as well. Then finally, on each side of the nightstands, there is a receptacle and USB ports. These nightstands are large enough for a CPAP machine, so for those of you folks that need that, you can easily plug that in and have plenty of space for that as well. While we're talking about the bed, if you lift up the bed, there's also storage under there. It's slightly limited, but you could get, you know, pillows, blankets, anything along those lines underneath of your bed for some storage. Now let's see how big this bed actually is. It's about 74 inches by just about 60 inches wide. So we would consider this an RV queen or a short queen-sized bed. A residential queen would be 80 inches. This one's only 76. So it's a little bit on the shorter side. You'll also notice on my right-hand side here, this is where your TV would mount on the wall. There's a spot here where you can mount your bracket up here and hang your TV. There's a cable receptacle and electrical receptacles here, so you don't see any of the cables behind your TV while it's mounted on the wall. So here I am inside the shower of this bathroom, and it's an interesting way that they designed the bathroom. The bathroom is called a mid-bath because it's kind of in the middle of this Class C RV. It separates the kitchen and living area from the bedroom area. It's the full width of the RV, and so they've put the shower and commode or toilet on this side. You can close the door and have privacy over here, while someone else can use the vanity on the other side of the hallway if they want to brush their teeth or use the vanity mirror to blow dry their hair and get ready. So it's a good division of fixtures that are in the bathroom, so it can be used very efficiently. Now I'm standing in the shower in here, and let's see how much headroom we have up into the skylight. This is pretty tall. Yeah, we have 6 feet 9 inches of space in the shower. And if you're standing on the floor anywhere throughout the RV, you would have 7 feet of headroom in here. So for you taller folks, you know, this might not be a bad choice of an RV, at least in terms of headroom that you get. Once you're inside the shower, the fixture is very nice in here. There are some corner shelves behind me where you can put your shampoo and soap. And this actually comes with a retractable shower door, which if you've seen any of our tours in the past, if there's a shower curtain in here, you see me saying how much I don't like them and that they should have retractable shower doors. And hey, we're seeing that more and more from all the RV manufacturers out there. So they do listen. So if you have any comments about any of these rigs, leave them in the comments down below, because the manufacturers do read the comments on all of our videos. Now outside of the shower, there is a cabinet right down here, which you can use as your linen cabinet. It's very, very large size, and it goes back about 22, 23 inches. So you can use that for storing your linens and things. And then of course, sitting on the commode, I'm not going to pass the elbow test on my left, but on my right, there's plenty of room. And now Susan is in the part of the bathroom where I just was. She's standing by the shower and toilet, and I'm across the hall from that over here by the vanity. So up top, you'll notice you have a good sized medicine cabinet here, built-in shelves. This baby is probably about 7 inches deep, so lots of storage here for you. There is a light up top that you can turn on. We don't have any lights. We're in the middle of a dealer parking lot, so we can't turn them on for you. But anyway, you get the idea. And then down below here, this is a great size vanity sink. There's a little bit of countertop space around it, but that's a large sink. There is a receptacle over here, so you can plug in a blow dryer or shaver or what have you. And then there is additional storage down below the sink as well. And then right next to your vanity sink, we have a large storage cabinet with fixed shelves in here. And then below that, there's a bank of drawers for even more storage. Here we are outside this RV, and in the very back of the RV, underneath of the owner's bed, you have this large pass-through storage area which goes from side to side. It's really terrific. You can get a lot of stuff back here. There's also a couple of smaller storage compartments up towards the entry door area of the back of this Class C RV. This Class C motorhome is the Thor 4 Winds model number 26X. It has a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,500 pounds, a gross combined weight rating of 22,000 pounds, a tow capacity of 8,000 pounds, and it measures in at 27 feet 1 inch long, and it sleeps up to 5 people. When you first walk into this RV, on the right hand side is where the driver's cab and over cab are located. Then we roll around through the living area and kitchen area. To my left here is where the bathroom is located, and behind me here is a surprise, so stick around. You're definitely going to want to see this in a couple minutes. Now, our first impression when we walked in this RV is that it feels very nice and big and spacious in here. And we also love the fact that, you know, a lot of Class Cs are kind of hurting for storage space, but this one has a lot of it, and we'll show you that as we work our way through the video. But starting right up front here, we have the driver's cab down below. This particular RV sits on a Ford E450 chassis. It's a Super Duty chassis, so you got plenty of horsepower, plenty of suspension underneath of you to roll on down the road very comfortably. Up top here is where the over cab bunk is located. And this is a really good size room up here, or bunk area, and it has a lot of headspace too. The width on it is 53 inches wide, and the length, well, it actually goes all the way from side to side, so you could say it's about, gosh, 95 inches wide. So it's a really good bunk space. Now, along the very front wall, you'll notice there's a little ledge there, and that's a space where you can store things up there. And then there's also a little pocket here where you can store things in this little area as well. And you can also use it as the top part of your bunk or the bottom part of your bunk, however you would like to do it. You've also got a window here over top, a couple of lights on either end, and then a very nice quiet fan right here in the middle. We have it running right now. You can't even hear it, but it is drawing air through the RV, which is really terrific. And then you've got your TV located on this side of the bunk, and this will swing out further. Right now it's locked in position, but it'll swing out further so you can see it from your couch area very comfortably. Hey guys, here I am just behind the driver's seat, and this is where the living area is, and also it's your dining area, and it's also a bedroom. So let's jump into how this whole thing works. I just want to take a break for 1 second and let you know it is raining outside, so if you hear a little bit of rain on the roof, don't be surprised. It's just what we have to deal with today. It's a rainy day. Anyway, this area, like I said, it serves as 3 different things. First of all, it's a nice comfy couch. Second of all, there's a dinette table behind here that goes into these 2 pole sockets on the floor, and so you can set up a dinette table right here, and you can watch TV very easily while you're having a meal. And then third of all, this does fold out into a bed, and let me show you how that works real quick. Just grab these cushions and pull them off of here. And you just lift up the front of this and pull it towards you, and then it's got these couple of brackets that you put down to hold the bed up. So that just comes right down, and then this piece just folds down. And there you can see the dinette table behind the sofa where that stows away as well. Now, when you have this bed out here, this is a good sized bed. Just the mattress part alone is 70 inches by about 56 inches. So, you know, 2 adults could sleep on here. I know my feet would be hanging off the end of the bed, but I like to sleep that way anyway, so no problem for me. But like I mentioned, you have 3 different uses for this area. Also, you've got above here a nice big window, which we have open now to get some nice cross breeze through here. And then above that, you've got a couple of lights and some speakers on the underside of these cabinets. This is actually one big cabinet up top, so there's a lot of storage space in there. And then you actually have a bit of a, you know, an end table on the one side that has a cup holder, a receptacle, a USB, and a C port, as well as a bank of drawers for storage. On this side, we have a cup holder with an electric receptacle below that. And then up here, you've got a couple of USB ports that can be used while somebody's either in the overcab or sitting here or laying here on the bed as well. So directly across from the couch and bed and dinette area is where the kitchen area is located. And actually it starts just above the entry door. You've got this classic Class C RV cabinet above the entry door. We have the same thing in our Class C RV. And it's great. We store stuff in here that we use when we're going in and out of the camper. So it's like lighters, flashlights, bug spray, umbrella, all that kind of junk. We just keep it right here because it's nice and handy when we go in and outside. On to the right side of that, you've got all this nice big storage space up top here with these very large cabinets. These drawers are all adjustable, which is a great feature. So that way you can make the most of your space. Just above the microwave oven, you have a very large cabinet here to stow away cookie sheets and things like that. And then you've got your microwave oven above. Down below that, we have a 3-burner propane stove here. Nice big window over top of the kitchen countertop and sink, so it lets in a lot of light. And then on the countertop, we have a tower of power, so you can plug in if you've got a coffee pot, toaster, what have you, you're all set. And then they have a really nice big single bowl sink here with a gooseneck faucet and a sprayer as well. And if you still need more countertop space, there's an extended countertop here with another receptacle right next to it. So if you want to set up a blender for margaritas or things like that, you can easily do that as well. Right underneath the kitchen sink, there's a little drawer here that you can put your sponges in. And then below that, we have additional space for a trash can and more storage underneath. And then you've got a large bank of drawers here for all of your kitchen utensils. Just below your 3-burner cooktop, you've got a real oven in here, which is a great feature to have. And then down below, pots and pan storage. Now, just past your cooktop and oven is this large, narrow pantry door, but this is a good sized pantry for all your dry goods storage needs. I mean, there's tons of space in here. It's as deep as the countertop, so it's about 2 feet deep, and it's about 8 inches wide inside. And then next to that, we have our refrigerator. This is a terrific size fridge. Of course, it's a 12 volt. That's what you're seeing in almost all the new RVs these days. 12 volt fridge gives you a lot of freezer space. And then down below, really great size refrigerator as well. Now, just across from the refrigerator is where you'll find additional storage. Now, this is really more for your bedroom. So you've got a big wardrobe closet up top with a bar so you can hang all of your garments in here. You can also store some of your extra pillows in here. The ladder stows away in here, and they've got an extra comforter and pillows and things like that that are stored in here as well. Below this, we have a big bank of fully extendable drawers so you can put away even more of your clothes down here. So here we are all the way in the back of this Class C, and this was the surprise that I mentioned earlier. You know, one thing that Class Cs are usually short on is storage space. But in this Class C RV, they've done a cool thing. They've taken the bed and made it into a Murphy bed, and then they put a door on the back of this RV, and that gives you all this wonderful storage space in here with D-rings on the floor and everything. So if you have bikes or kayaks or fishing gear or any bigger stuff that you need to put away while you're rolling down the road, this is a terrific storage space for that. And your bed's out of the way, so you know you can have multifunctional space back here. You'll also notice up above me here, you've got all these cabinets that go all the way around. So you've got some clothing storage up here in addition to the cabinet that we just showed you. And then on the bed, they've got some pockets that are here. Some of them are zippable, some of them are just mesh pocketing, but that allows you to store some things here. There's also this cool looking thing. I think you just kind of bungee cord things to it so they can store here. And then you have a couple of USB ports, a 12 volt port, an electrical outlet, a little mesh pocket, and even a little table here. So when the bed's in place, you've got a place to put your phone or tablet if you need to charge it overnight, and everything you need to plug into as well. Let's go ahead and lower the bed, and I'll show you what it looks like when that's all set up too. Lowering the bed's a really easy process. Just pull this out and everything just pulls right on down. So here I am out back behind the RV, and this is a great way for Susan and I to shoot this particular room because we can't stand in it. But anyway, this is the bed that's back here when it's in place. Let's get a measurement on this and see how big it really is. So we're just shy of 80 inches. I'll call it 79 inches wide or long. And then the width on it is 56 inches wide. So, you know, 2 adults could sleep back here very, very easily. It's almost a residential full-size bed. And then finally, you can just wind down the screen back here. It all velcros or zips into place. And then you have a nice cross breeze while you're back here laying in your bed at night. So here we are finally in the bathroom of this Class C RV, and I'm standing in the shower like I usually am. Let's see how much headroom we have in here. Now, you guys know I'm 5'11", and there's plenty of room above my head, at least a foot. So for you taller guys, it goes up to 6 feet 11 inches of headroom inside. And throughout the entire RV, the normal floor to ceiling height is 7 feet tall. So for some of you taller folks, this may be a really good RV to consider. Now, back here in the shower area, they have a corner shower set up here. I'm a little confused by why they did that and they didn't just do a big rectangle all the way across back here to give you a little more space. I have a feeling it's got something to do with this wall, but I'm not really sure. But that's how I would have done it if I was designing it. I would have had the shower go all the way to this wall, give you a nice big rectangle instead of, you know, a shower corner. But for as far as corner showers go, I do like them a lot, and they do come with the glass doors, so all the water stays in, which is always a great feature too. Now, while you're in here, it feels a little bit small, but it's a nice setup. It's got like a little shelf on top of here for all of your shampoo, conditioner, soaps, and those things, and then it's got a removable wand so you can shower away in here. Outside of the shower, there's a storage cabinet here located right above the commode. Plenty of space in there for storing like TP and toilet chemicals and things like that. There's also a fan in here so you can keep all the humidity out of the room and out of your RV. And we highly recommend that you run your fan every time you take a shower to keep that humidity out of your RV. Behind the medicine cabinet door, which is a really big cabinet, it's a corner cabinet, plenty of storage room inside of here as well. And then down below that, nice size vanity countertop area. There's a receptacle on this side and another receptacle on the side over here. So if you need to plug in a shaver or blow dryer, you can certainly do that. And then there's additional storage under the sink. Now finally, when I'm sitting here on the commode, it feels very big in here because it is a larger bathroom, so I'm not claustrophobic at all. The elbow test will mostly work. I mean, I'm hitting this a little bit, but I've got plenty of room to move around in here. Not that you really need to when you're on the commode, but it's nice to not feel claustrophobic. So here we are outside of this Class C RV, and a really, really nice feature that they have is this giant griddle top that's in here. I mean, this is huge amount of space. I mean, you know, it's 15 inches by 26 inches of space. You could cook all day on this thing and make a huge meal for your family. So this is a great feature to have outside of your RV. There are also a couple of small storage compartments on this side of the RV, but the main part of your storage is going to be inside where the Murphy bed is located in the back of this RV. This Class C RV is the Jayco Greyhawk, model number 27U. It has a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,500 pounds, a gross combined weight rating of 22,000 pounds, and a tow capacity of 7,500 pounds. The length is 29 feet, 11 inches long, and it can sleep up to 7 people. When you first walk inside this Class C RV, on the right-hand side, you've got the driver's cab and overhead bunk area. Then as we wrap around, you have your dinette, kitchen, and living area. And then towards the back of this RV is where the owner's bedroom and bathroom are located. So our initial impression when we walked in here is that this feels like a really nice Class C RV. It's very luxurious feeling. We love the cabinetry and the color of all of the furniture that it's in here. It just looks and feels really, really good. But we'll start our tour up here at the front of the RV and in the overcab area. You'll notice that the shade is pulled down right now because it's super sunny and hot out today. I don't want to raise it up. We're already hot enough. But you've got this gigantic window that lets in a ton of light. And then your bed area up here is a really nice setup. You'll notice in the front corner, you've got a built-in cup holder. There's also a pair of receptacles and USB ports. There's also another cup holder on this end with some additional storage here. You can pop some things into this storage area or behind this cargo netting. On the other side of the bed is where a TV is mounted in here. So it's perfect if you're laying in bed. And you can also swing this RV out, or this TV out, and see it from the couch and maybe a little bit from the dinette area as well. Now the size of the mattress that's up here is, you know, pretty good. I mean, the width on this is huge. You know, we're talking 94 inches by about 52 inches wide. So 2 people could sleep up here very, very easily. Now, this is a brand new RV and everything's still in plastic, so I can't pull it all apart, but there's a pillow up here that just flops over and covers this area so that 2 people can sleep up here. But it's nice that you can flip it up, so when it's not in use, it just makes it feel much more roomy, especially in the driver's cab area. Now down below here, this is built on a Ford E450 chassis. There's plenty of room up front, lots of space for cup holders and putting things away up in the front dash area. Usually there's a larger motor cover here that comes way deeper in, but in this case they've managed to keep it really far up front, so that's very, very nice because it gives you a lot more of a spacious feeling up in the driver's cab area. I forgot one thing about the overbunk, and that is, why the heck are there seat belts hanging from the ceiling? Well, there's a cargo net that when this is in use, you can put across the front, and it clips up into these little seat belt clips, so it's really easy to take it up and down. Now, just above the entry door, you've got a nice sized cabinet up here to store things away. Susan and I keep a little bag up here with, like, you know, flashlights, bug spray, all that kind of stuff that you might need as you're heading out the door at night. So it's a good little spot for that stuff. And then you've got these 3 just gigantic cabinets up top over top of your sofa area, so you have plenty of storage up there as well. Now on the underside of this, we have 3 lights that really light up the area well, and there's also a receptacle on each end, so you can plug things in if you're sitting here on the couch, maybe watching TV and relaxing, or looking at your computer. You can plug in if you need to. You have a nice big window on the camp side, so it's nice to be able to look outside, see your picnic table, fire ring, all that fun stuff. And then we have a really nice comfy sofa, and this does jackknife out. You just sort of pull up the bottom and push the back a little bit and sort of jiggle her into space, and they just sort of pop on down. Get your pillows all straight. And let's see how big this is. It's about 58 inches by 43 inches. So, you know, just under 5 feet tall. I would say a kid could sleep here pretty comfortably. Maybe 2 really little ones could sleep on here. But anyway, you've got some additional sleeping space on your jackknife sofa. So here I am sitting at the dinette, and you could easily seat 4 people in this dinette pretty comfortably. It's definitely a good size. I like the fact that you've got this nice big window over top of the dinette, and there are even a couple of cup holders built into the dinette table. Now the table will drop down, and this can become or convert into another bed as well. And if you did that, you would have about 66 inches, so 5 feet 6 inches by 42 inches. And so, you know, an average size adult or some kids could be able to sleep in the dinette area as well. Now, one really nice feature in this RV is, I know when we take our granddaughter, we like to have the car seat tethered in, and they do have a couple of spots to be able to do that for you. So if you have little toddlers, they'll be nice and safe while you're driving on down the road. Also, there is a receptacle located underneath of one of the dinette booth benches. So if you have computers on the table, or even if you have, you might have some kitchen appliances you're using on the table if you're making a big meal, you can plug things in underneath because it's very accessible. And finally, there is also storage underneath both of the dinette benches. So here we are in the kitchen in this RV, and it's a very nice setup. It's kind of an L-shaped kitchen over here, and then we've got our refrigerator behind us here. So everything works well. It's in good proximity to one another to have it be a good, efficient, functioning kitchen in here. Now up top, we'll start out with this really large storage cabinet with a shelf inside. Right next to that, you've got a residential sized microwave oven in here, which is just fantastic. Down below that, we have a 3-burner cooktop, and then it even has a real oven built into it, so you can throw a pizza in there, which every now and then we certainly love to do. Now, also on the countertop area here, you'll notice that in the corner, we have a tower of power built in, and so you've got a couple receptacles, a USB and also a C port. But the main thing is, if you want to put a toaster or a coffee pot here, you can plug it right in. It's very, very convenient. They also have a nice big double bowl sink here with a big old gooseneck faucet, so plenty of room to wash your dishes. And you know, this is a point that comes up very often. We have some friends that had a double bowl sink in their RV. They just swapped it out for a single bowl. What's your opinion on that, though? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you prefer a big single bowl sink or double bowl sink instead? We'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that. Now, down below here, especially down here below the oven, there's just a gigantic deep drawer for all your pots and pans storage. And then you've got 3 drawers under here for all of your kitchen utensils. What's that? You need some more countertop space? No problem. You can just pull up the Extend-A-Top right here, and there's even another electric receptacle on the end. Now, the refrigerator in here is a very nice Furion fridge. It's got a very deep freezer area, a nice big refrigerator, and it's a 12-volt refrigerator, so it's not running on propane, it's running on your Coach battery. And then just next to that, we have some nice, really large pantry cabinet storage area. All right, guys, so here we are in the very back of this Class C, and we're in the owner's bedroom area, and it's a nice feel in this bedroom. But the first thing I noticed that's really unusual is a window for your headboard Some folks really like that because it lets in a lot of light into the room. You know, you get that natural light in here. Other folks, not so much. They just like it to be nice and dark while they're sleeping. And so let us know in the comments what you think about that feature as well. Do you like a window there or not, and why? We'd love to hear from you. You'll notice though, over top of the bed, you've got a couple of reading lights here. So there's one on each side. There's also a USB port on each side of the bed with little night tables here, so you can plug in your phone, tablet, computer, what have you, and charge it. And then you've got these 3 gigantic storage cabinets overhead, so you can store away a lot of clothes. Now, on each side of the bed, there is also an electrical receptacle if you need to plug anything in there. And then there's one last feature about this bed I do want to show you. Some of you might consider this a disadvantage, or you might not like this, but the mattress here, in order to get this slide to come into the room, you have to fold this mattress up. So you can't have a normal mattress. You've got to have a mattress with a fold. And that way the bed slides in, and it actually slides over top of this, so the slide can come in without running into the bathroom wall. Right behind me here are these 2 mirror doors that open up, so you have a nice big storage cabinet with adjustable shelves in here, and same thing on this side. And then there are 4 drawers down below that are really nice size full extension drawers for even more storage. Now, just past the cabinetry here is where your TV would be located in this bedroom. It's the perfect spot. You can lay in bed, watch TV. Your receptacle and cable rough-in are right here, so that's a great spot for your TV. I also want to take a second and point out that this particular model has 2 air conditioners, one back here in the bedroom and another one up front in the main living area, which is great. You will stay nice and cool inside of this Class C RV. Now, just past the bathroom door, we're just kind of wrapping our way around through this bedroom, is where your wardrobe cabinet is located. So there's a bar up top, so you can hang things up in there. There's also a ladder that gets stowed away in here for the front over cab bunk. And then below that, you've got some really nice big full extension drawers as well. So here I am in the owner's bathroom, or the only bathroom in this coach, and I'm standing in the shower like I usually am. Now, as you guys know, many RVs, almost all of them, they raise the shower up off the floor a little bit so they can get all the plumbing to work, especially for the trap for the drain. So there's a big step up in here just to start out with. I mean, that baby is about 14 inches. So you'd have to step up and over that to get into your shower. Something to think about if you have bad knees or bad hips. You know, you may not want to have to do that. There are RVs that have smaller step ups. But standing in here, this particular shower height is 6 feet 9 inches inside the shower, inside the skylight. So for you taller folks, no problem at all. The shower in here feels like a very decent sized shower. I'd be able to shower in here very, very comfortably. I've got 3 shelves on the corner so I can put my soap and shampoo there. Detachable wand. They also have this bar in here that you can actually remove and put it back. You're not going to want to drive down the road with that because it could pop out and scratch something. But if you need to hang up, like, you know, wet clothes or a bathing suit or something like that, you could hang it up in here and it'll drip dry inside your shower. So that's a nice feature to have. This also has glass doors built in, which I love. It just gives the bathroom a very residential, luxurious feel, and this certainly helps to do that. Now, just outside the shower, we have this medicine cabinet with some built-in shelving in there. Just below that, you've got a very nice vanity, little towel ring, and then this little drawer front pops out, and you can store some things in here as well. And then there's additional storage underneath the sink. So now Susan's in the shower and I'm sitting on the commode in this bathroom, and certainly not going to pass the elbow test in here, but it certainly feels spacious enough and comfortable enough, even with the door closed. If you were using the bathroom, you would be fine in here. Also, another really nice feature in this bathroom is that it does have a window, which is great for getting some natural light in here, but it can also help out with ventilation as well. So here we are outside of this Class C RV, and I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the storage space in this model. As you can see, there are 3 storage compartments on the camp side of the RV, and they're all a little bit on the small side. And then there's one big storage compartment on the other side. And it'd be a little, you know, that's where you'd have to keep your grill and some of your bigger storage items. We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments down below which one of these Class C RVs was your favorite model and why. We look forward to reading all your comments. But if you want to see some more Class C RVs under 30 feet, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.